The wind of change is blowing. It's blowing all over the world. But whenever anything new comes into history, it brings with it new challenges and new responsibilities. And the great challenge facing each of us today, the great challenge facing each of you who will have the privilege of graduating from this institution of learning, is to somehow stand before the opportunities of the moment and face the challenges of the hour with creativity, with commitment, and with determination. This is a small world, but all of this tells us that we have a great deal of work to do. It says to us in substance that through our scientific and technological genius, we have made of this world a neighborhood. And now, through our moral and ethical commitment, we must make of it a brotherhood. But in a real sense, we must all learn to live together as brothers in this world, or we will all perish together as fools. This is a great challenge facing us at this hour. No individual can live alone. There are those who say we must wait on time, that only time can solve the problem of racial injustice. Certainly we hear this from the reactionaries and the conservatives in the United States. They say in substance to the Negro and to his allies in the white community, just be nice and be patient, and in 100 or 200 years the problem will work itself out. Well, I think that is an answer to the myth of time. It is that time is neutral. It can be used either constructively or destructively. And I was saying just the other day in Alabama that I'm absolutely convinced that the forces of ill will in our country, the extreme rightists, the forces committed to negative ends, have used time much more effectively than the forces of goodwill. And it may be that we will have to repent in this generation, not merely for the vitriolic words and the violent actions of the bad people who will bomb a church and murder the civil rights worker, but for the appalling silence and indifference of the good people who sit around and say, wait on time. Somehow we must come to see that human progress never rolls in on the wheels of inevitability. It comes through the tireless efforts and the persistent work of dedicated individuals who are willing to be co-workers with God. And without this hard work, time itself becomes an ally of the primitive forces of social stagnation. And so we must help time, and we must realize that the time is always ripe to do right. Now is the time. Oh, we still have some difficult days ahead before the victory is won. Some more will get scarred up again, but we shall overcome. Before the victory is won, some more will be thrown into crowded and frustrating jail cells, but we shall overcome. Before the victory is won, some more will lose jobs here and there. Before the victory for brotherhood is won, and somebody else will probably face physical death. But if physical death is the price that some must pay to free their children and their white brothers from a permanent death of the spirit, then nothing can be more redemptive. Yes, I'm convinced that we shall overcome. However difficult the days, however dark the nights, we shall overcome, because the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice.